Okay, good morning. This is taking the plastic piece off the dash on a 1966 Impala Super Sport. My other video showed how to do the cluster and take those apart, work on them. Now we just want to get this off, and this is pretty intense as well. These are different sockets on these, different size. And you want to take these off. Oh, wrong size again. Where'd it go? There it is. And it's going to be a few of these. One there. That piece there. There. I wanted to show you how these are set up. With this side, the way these go in is this part here, that's a shoe. That little piece goes down, and then this piece right here, and that actually locks the plastic to the metal frame, and it's going to sit in there just kind of like this on each screw. And it goes, this piece will go to the outer side of the metal, and then this part here will go on the other side of the metal towards the plastic, and it will actually draw those two together. Okay, so I wanted to point that out because it is important that you understand. Right, now the other side's already out, and that was done earlier. And we got this little guy right here. Got that guy. That didn't come off as part of the other one. But that's okay. See how that all comes off completely? That's completely how it goes, just like that. You have the metal piece. Just like I said, this separates the metal and the plastic. And when this goes down, it draws them together. And then you have this rubber piece on top of that, and then this stud, the long end of the stud is going down, okay? The short end of the stud is going to be facing up. And then the plastic facial will come off at this point. That's off, and I've already painted this part, so that's looking pretty good. And then you have your plastic housing that comes off. And I've already cleaned this up, but this was really scratched up pretty bad. And I'll show you what I used to clean that up. It's a very this stuff right here, Novus plastic cleaner. Step 1, there's for heavy, and there's light, and number 2 is for medium. Again, that's Novus. You just read the directions on how to do it. It'll clean it up really, really nice. I wish I had a video on what this looked like before, but I do not. So that's how you separate that. That's how you get those apart. Another thing I wanted to point out too is that on the underside of this guy, you'll see these right here. When I got mine, it didn't have these cage nuts. These are actually cage nuts right here, and they slide into that square. See if I can get around the back side of that square. It just pops in there. That's what a cage nut is. And there's 3 of those. There and there. And then you had to get these 2-inch long screws, painted the ends of them black so you don't see them right there. So that's pretty important that you have that right there. Okay, then next you can have the now the plastic piece will come out at this point. If you get the 1/4 inch on the front of this, and this is another thing that kind of goofed up on me. I mean, this stuff is old, but there's, on the front of these, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 1/4 inch nuts that go in. And I'll show you how they slide in. It's pretty. You could just lift the cage metal up and get it out of the way, but I want to point something out for you. On that plastic piece, those last nuts that I took off, they slide into, these are like little plastic keepers that are, they slide right in. See how that is? Those screws go right in there. And that went right into there. And it just slides in like that. See? And then the screws into that. And there's, you see this one over here cracked. And I don't know, I found this piece of plastic and I drilled it out. And I made one for myself. And it works just fine. It holds it in. And I didn't find anywhere you can buy these keepers. So be very ginger with them. Okay, that's how you get that apart. Thanks for watching. Bye now.